The Real Housewives of Potomac has shifted towards sensational revelations instead of focusing on the everyday lives of women with means. To make matters worse, the sensational revelations are based on falsehoods, and whomever is the flavor of the season. And in this case, it would be Candiace or Wendy. And in this regard, some viewers of RHOP has such contempt for Candiace that they are confirming her claims of biasness. It's cool when you do it, when I do it, it's a problem. In this part one episode of the reunion, Giselle attempted to portray herself as a victim by addressing some of the comments Candiace made about her and threats made against her, without knowing that a collective community is on to her victim seeking role. She showed no evidence other than a post on social media that Candiace liked, and the post really was in support of Candiace. If you still bothered by Candiace aligning with the GEBs, the Green Eye Bandits, to confront Monique in season 5, now it's understandable. She played a role in the conflict with Monique and faces consequences, unlike her supposed friends who were left untouched. But then, let me get this straight. At the season 6 reunion, Chris Bassett, Candace's husband, asked to speak with Giselle privately after getting into their business. Now, she overheard one of the conversations that were going on with Chris and Candiace behind stage during the break. During the season 7 recording, Giselle brings up Chris made her feel uncomfortable. It went to stating that Chris he forced her into another room. So I believe Giselle, with outside encouragement, wanted to make a big moment, and it didn't go her way because she has no storyline after all. So Ashley brings up Chris, slides into her DM, when in fact he responded to an Instagram post at 2:41 a.m. Again, wanted to make a big moment, and it didn't go well. Ashley posted something on Instagram about her and her friends being out, and he responded that she should have came over to the place where he works because they had something going on as well. And it was a post, not her DMs. She said nothing until season 7 filming, along with accusations that Chris was being extra friendly with Ashley's friend Deborah at the event, when cameras showed that he was not even paying her any attention. Now say it with me again. Wanted to make a big moment, and it didn't go her way. We'll discuss that later in another episode of Reunion, so please subscribe for more, okay? So regardless of your opinion on Chris Bassett, I believe he loves Candiace. And at least he likes her, unlike one. However, it is important to respect his bond with his wife. Creating a storyline that could potentially harm someone's marriage undermines good intentions. When discussing someone's spouse, it is crucial to base your opinion on facts. Some rather you say nothing at all, right, Will Smith? Healthy unions, whether they're a friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, that should be encouraged. You know, especially marriages, which are recognized by God. And it seems as if healthy unions are what these three young ladies lack. For that reason, these ladies had such dislike for Candiace, Wendy, and even Karen for that matter. After all, the show is the real Housewives. Crown and neck of the ground, damn, girl, please. Y'all want Candiace to respond to them when they do things like that politely and delightfully about a gang of women who deflects from their reality, no divorce, no husband, and a cheating husband, to create turmoil in someone else's life and feed off their storyline. Meanwhile, everything plays out on social media or a paywall. Not only Did they do unhanded deeds? They, had the audacity to support irrational claims against Wendy coming from Neck of all people, whom they have just met. This is why Karen is the grand dame. Andy did not make a mistake when he asked Wendy the legal question when Neka is the Lord. We talked about, and we're going to talk about more of this in the next episode. So there was a conversation about Juan and him not being there to support Robin, knowing that Robin would have to be there in every situation, whereas he's not present to answer the questions about his cheating. He doesn't care, and she doesn't care, and she's cool with it. I believe Juan doesn't want to be present and hurt someone's feelings on TV saying, I love you to his wife, as much as we want him to prove that he loves Robin. He's doing a great job proving to someone else that he doesn't. The conversation about Juan prompted Candiace to revisit her issues with Robin. Candiace still felt that Robin undermined the authenticity of the RHOP by hiding Juan's storyline behind a Patreon paywall. She said it was hypocritical for Robin to have such a big expectation for her co-stars while failing to be transparent herself. Robin citing that she was waiting on Karen to reveal Juan's cheating rumors. See, that's what you would have done. See, Karen may have felt that it wasn't her position to tell your story like you help tell and make up stories on other people. Y'all remember Robin turned on Candiace when Candiace did not go along with them bullying Wendy in Miami? When Mill threw a drink on Wendy and assaulted her with her purse. Karen didn't mention how Robin bought up a little speaker, JBL, to try and embarrass or bully Candiace. At one of their dinners last season, that's what happened. They labeled Karen as a fence hopper. No, Karen is mature and behaves like the grand dame. I believe Karen when she says she sides on the side of being fair. But according to G, if you want fair, go to the circus. With that in mind, Andy shared a question from a viewer pointing out how Candiace previously said that she and her husband could pick and choose what to include on the show. That's when things got a little weird. Unlike most audience questions, they bleeped the name of this person. Candiace immediately hit back and said she wouldn't answer the question because it came from a blogger whom Robin is friends with. Okay? So Candiace said that Robin shared proprietary information with the blogger in a group chat. She proceeded to pull out a large poster board with text between Robin and a blogger to illustrate how Robin had been communicating with a blogger in a group. Now, those posters who revealed that Robin also discussed her feelings about Giselle at one point. Okay, so Giselle, she wasn't unbothered because it was coming from Candiace, and she doesn't like Candiace. Candiace could tell her she's beautiful or not. She would not be acceptable to that. But of course, this isn't the first time that Candiace has accused Robin of being too friendly with bloggers. She brought it up during Sharice's crab boil. Robin brings up a lie of a lady accusing Chris of having an affair when she, although it has been proven that it was a falsehood. Robin wanted to run with that lie anyway until Andy put it to an end. And then she goes into part 2 of the reunion and mentions that lie again. I don't remember whether the conversation happened between or before or after Candiace. Candiace had to get her little cry anger, and Giselle started acting weird and giggling and laughing while Candiace teared up about her friendship that went away. That reminded me that hurt people, Giselle. And that's what Giselle thought she had done to Candiace, hurt her at that point. It's disappointing. Even Candiace didn't bring up how low budget Mill is at this point. Y'all remember when Candiace was filming a video and Mill referred to her film in her video as being low budget? Well, I don't know if Mill is living low budget or high budget, but as always, her behavior is low budget. Mill was actually having a video call with her side piece when Gordon walked in her dressing room. Then Gordon and Ink, they exchange pleasantries, exchange greetings as if they were fine with everything. Now I have my own opinion about that, but I'm gonna go on. Many would have had a different reaction to G talking to his spouse side piece. That G doesn't stand for gangster. But what I want you to do is leave your comments below about this, about part one of the reunion. And it seems as if they're trying to handle some old business, but I don't think that Candiace and Giselle, or even Robin for that matter, will probably ever be friends. And Robin is acting a certain way because of Giselle. If Giselle doesn't like you, Robin doesn't like you. And that's just it for this episode. I'm going to go into detail more after part 2 of the episode because I have a whole lot of speculations to discuss. So again, leave your comment below. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. Bye now.